The next episode on Young and Restless this Monday, August 11th, is bound to feature the Tessa Mariah Daniel storyline, which you thought was cooking in the background. So this love triangle is about to explode and someone is going to get burned. So on this episode, we have Daniel, who sits down with his dad Danny in the park for a laid-back father-son conversation. But it doesn't take long for Danny to realize that his son's tone has changed when talking about Tessa's name. So you can see it in the way Daniel smiles and the slightly nostalgic tone he uses when he talks about her. And it's obvious there's more than meets the eye. And when that happens, Daniel opens up about his feelings and admits he might be falling for Tessa. Wow, that's the kind of revelation that would shake things up for so many relationships in Geneva City. Now, let's keep in mind that Tessa is still married to Mariah. So let's talk about that marriage. It's hanging on by a thread. Mariah has been a bit closed off in recent times, holding her deepest struggles close to her chest. She has been making choices about the relationship without checking in with Tessa, and it's really made her wife feel like an afterthought. From a purely speculative angle, it feels like we're looking at that classic start of a forbidden romance, right? Tessa is feeling weak and heartbroken right now. She's experiencing that sense of abandonment and is craving for some emotional support. And Daniel is right there to understand how she feels. Wow, if this attraction goes too far, we might just witness one of the most controversial betrayals we've seen. And you know what they say on Young and the Restless, no secret stays buried for long. Meanwhile, let's find out what's happening over in the Abbott corner of the canvas, where the showdown with Keen Ashby is going to be explosive. Jack and Billy are having a strategy session that's all about the stage for an epic inside man takedown. So, what's the idea? Billy dives into Keen's operations, gaining his trust and feeding crucial information back to Jack, which will be an epic sabotage from the inside. This idea looks absolutely brilliant on paper, but it's easier said than done. I mean, Billy is more than capable of doing that, but he's also a man who ends up making a mess almost every time. Now, Diane has every reason to be worried about his plan. She understands that Billy's loyalty to the Abbotts will be tested when the circumstances are just right or completely wrong. If Kane dangles a tempting offer in front of Billy, be it power, cash, or an ego boost, who is to say he won't start playing both sides of the game? Let's not forget that Billy shines in chaotic situations. So if this plan starts to feel a bit too slow or overly calculated, he might just decide to take matters into his own hands, and that could ruin everything Jack is working to achieve. And just when you thought Kane's Jabot plot won't be any messier, here comes Victor Newman to change that. Kane is thinking about teaming up with Victor in his battle against the Abbots. But here's the thing, teaming up with Victor feels like going head to head in a chess match against a shark. It might seem like you're calling the shots, but deep down, you're just bidding your time for him to make that decisive move. So even if Kane decides to team up, this partnership could fall apart in a snap. These two guys are masters in manipulation, and each one thinks he is the smartest person in the room. Picture this, Kane playing along with Victor, all while plotting his own move. And guess what? Victor has got the same game plan brewing in his mind. So here's the big question, people. Will either of them catch on to the double cross before it's too late? If we connect the dots, Monday's episode will have two major blow ups. First, we have a romantic betrayal that could shake the foundations of Mariah and Tessa's marriage and seriously strain on the friendship between Tessa and Daniel. The second one is a corporate war that might just leave Jabot exposed if Billy can't rein in those impulses. So the excitement is building and decisions being made right now could pave the way for an explosive August. One thing's for sure, no matter how these stories play out, things are about to get super messed up. So that's all for now, people. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon.